Unnecessary talk with Brian Sturges.
Holy crap, I actually hear myself a little bit. All right.
Things have really changed around here for the better.
Really? I feel like we keep selling the good gear and replacing it with old gear found on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or any sort of...
You are a deal hunter.
Now, that light, I'm going to be honest with you, is
It's
lighting the cereal. Or the cereal.
The ceiling? Should I make a little switch around?
That would be cool. And I wish I said ceiling instead of cereal.
Yeah.
How's it look? Good enough? Yeah. This is another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges. I'm that Brian Sturges. You follow me at briansturges.com. And that's enough. You don't need to, I don't really care. Oh, yeah. We have all the way from the beautiful, am I allowed to say where you live?
Yeah.
Downtown Phoenix, Arizona, Cliff Beach, visiting us all the way from the Sunshine State. That was hot, damn.
Dry.
You know,
Real dry.
it's the teeth.
The teeth get in the way.
The teeth. It's the combination of the teeth and tip of the all music. How important
is enunciation?
is speaking, getting the word when it comes to performing and acting? Are saying the words at all? Like, is that important, or
it's
saying
about
them
the emotion.
correctly, or just it's all emotion?
Yeah.
Well, I went to the Dakota Fanning Eyebrow Acting Academy in North Hollywood.
Oh, you probably were a
It's
star
above that
pupil.
Jiffy Lube.
Well, she
It
has a
smells
sister
a little bit like
that
Chipotle.
also acted.
Oh, it was
Dakota
South
Fanning?
Dakota Fanning?
Yeah.
Oh, that was terrible.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
That was bad.
East Dakota. That's a state we never got.
It's
What
true.
is East of Dakota?
Hey, so do you want to update the world on what may be happening to your career?
No.
Okay. Just know that it's over. All right. What about Tim? You want to talk about your career?
Oh, that?
Mine is
Which career?
just skating along.
You didn't have a chance to talk much during the Tim episode.
Just the way I planned it, too.
Well, I will tell you this. It's the political climate. The political climate right now is affecting us. Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
It gives me the shivers. Did you laugh at? That was fucking just as dumb as the other one.
It's the tariffs that's making fair. Just like stock market, anything else.
China.
It's all speculation.
Gold.
People's fears create inactivity or inertia that causes problems.
Right.
It starts this bottleneck back up. But you know what? The people...
And that's when the investors go in.
Exactly. The people who see the bloodbath with the sharks and they keep swimming forward, they always end up like
You know what? The waiting is the hard... Not to quote the great
Tom Petty.
Buffett?
Donald Lemon.
Oh, yeah. I remember when he's saying that he did a cover.
Don... The guy from CNN.
When
He got
life gives
fired
you
too. Why
Don
did he get
Lemon.
fired? Doesn't matter. What were you saying?
Oh, I like
I've
that
already
black
lost
guy.
it.
The big
got
guy with the glasses.
He got a
Had a lot
podcast.
of Me Too. He was the sports guy.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp?
Yeah.
But hold on. But we've gone too many away.
Yeah, we got to find our way back.
We got to go back. What were we just talking about?
Taxes, tariffs, and fees.
Yeah.
NPR and
Bloodbath.
PBS.
Oh,
and
did you want to
Find
talk about that?
Yes.
more? Oh, well, then yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yes, America.
Yes.
America.
You put a
We
T in the
need-
yes. Are you me now?
America. We need Americash. We need your help. Big Bird is about to get fried up. That's a big piece of chicken.
That is a lot of chicken.
Wow, these portions are really big here.
Bean. Lizzo lost weight. Have you seen her?
I don't like it. And I'll tell you why I don't like it.
Wait, who lost weight?
Lizzo.
It's because everyone applauds like how brave this person is, how fat they are, and then as soon as they get success, some guy with shekels is like, you should lose the weight or whatever.
Oh, boy.
That's cool.
Thinner.
Oh, but my agent is named Count Chocula.
Oh, okay.
But I only see him around Halloween.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
on clearance in like November at Target.
He's
Blueberry.
well priced, though. He doesn't take a lot.
It turns out he was an FBI agent, and it's not CP, but it was CPU. I was like, I want to buy CP. I need to buy a new CP. This CP is not performing the way that I prefer CP to perform. I was trying to buy a Dell.
Yeah.
But I got
You gotta get a
investigated
Dell.
heavily. And they check every orifice.
Oh.
Orifice?
Orifice. Orfi?
Yeah.
Orpheus?
Yeah, they did that. Oh,
That sounds great.
by the way, before we get into that guy, you know how I had that pain in the side? And it kept going. It's been like 4 months now. And
Appendicitis.
then my mother heard me mention it, and she was like,
Of
you gotta
course.
go to the doctor. She doesn't sound like that, but just go with it.
Yeah.
I want you to go to the doctor. Look at you, you fat bitch. And then I'm getting, these kind of these swelling pains and whatever.
Growing pains?
So I finally, I know, it was the opposite. So she makes me go to the doctor. I go to the doctor, and I got to pay for to see some guy.
Oh, sure.
And then this son of a bitch sends I got to do the CT scan. I had to do the drink. I had to do the I had to do the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were like,
dye?
you got something.
Oh, yeah.
Because he did the thing, and he was like, and I was like, I was like, well, that's not good.
Oh,
So then I had to go for the emergency CT, which is never good to be like,
C-section,
that's
you said? Emergency
yeah, that's
C-section?
C-section. That's fine. That's all. I might die at the end of the story.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you might want to wait to see how this turns
find out. Find out
Maybe
first.
that's why this is the last episode.
Not like you died at the comedy
this may be the
chateau.
last episode. Oh my god.
How
Dude,
about
I
them
bombed,
Russians,
dude.
huh?
Call me Hiroshima because I bombed hard at the comedy show.
Ooh.
It was, because too many conversations happening. You know what it was? Because it was from improv to comedy, and I forgot about hecklers. I was like, wait, you're not allowed to talk.
Yeah. Hey, shut up down there.
There's an understanding. How come we're not in a performing
Wait, did you
arts
get
theater?
heckled?
No, he was actually
okay.
trying to help me. But I was
I think you were doing a Russia thing. Was that what it was?
Well, that was the
that's when
opening
they were
line.
bombing Russia. Oh, that's when I went out in my tracksuit and I said, "Let's hear it from Mother Russia." The night that they
God.
Russia, that was great. I don't care who you are. That's
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
the joke killed.
I wasn't
I
there,
did
but-
good that night, but that was the one where our guitar player, our photographer friend, was there, and I took a hard shit.
Oh, yeah.
But what? Anyway, I'm at the CT.
Getting the CT.
So I gotta go, and they put the iodine. I had to drink 2 things.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to go in the machine and the whole thing, and he kept shooting me, and I made I try to make a joke, right? They take it seriously because it's they're fancy pants, right?
Yeah.
They get their money. So I made a thing about like I could never do heroin because of
they
the
can't find
needles,
a vein?
but I do listen to too much jazz or something.
Right, yeah.
It's like I don't. He didn't get the heroin. It's not good. Anyways, yeah. So I did the whole thing, and the machine's going. I did not like it. I was basically like freaking out.
Oh, they like
It was
I've
just
never been in this.
in that moment. It was just like because the machine's like, don't breathe, you're gonna die. You have something. You have your fraternal brother that
It's like an alien situation.
where the eggs split and
you got a
you
homunculus.
have his jaw. It's all in there. So all that shit. So I had to do all that, and I had to go at like 8:20 at night, which is weird. So my wife, of course, assumed I was meeting my guma. She's like, "There's no doctor's appointments at 8:20." I was like, "Well, I got to be there at 7:20 because I had to drink all sort." I don't know what it was, but to show you my business mind, I was looking at the distributor. I was like, "Oh, how do you get this? Is someone's business, like the milkshake, iodine thing." So I don't know. I got iodine running through my body. I don't like it.
Oh.
Turns out I'm fine, which is nice. So $500 later, I get to. I was almost like, find something for $500.
They didn't find nothing.
They found nothing. That's like there's like a muscle. He called it a muscle strain or tear or something that is just like nothing. It's just like you would just feel that now for a while until
Until it goes away.
But it's been months and months.
Oh.
So whatever, it's probably because I'm getting abs for 2025.
Oh.
That's probably true, yeah. Look at him go.
Okay.
Anyway. So Sharon Sharp, Sandy
Layaway
Sharp.
plan, it looks like.
Well, you gotta. All
You know what?
labs are on layaway.
Not only did I beat you on the shows, I'm going to get skinnier than you, and then you're going to be real. You know what? Because you don't want it. You don't want me to get back to where I was.
You can do whatever you want, but it'll
do
never
that.
look as good.
Why don't you? As what?
What?
You think you're going to look as good as you did at 18? What do you think? Do you think in your fucking mind you look better now
No.
than when you were young?
No, but you have
Old head.
No, but you have.
Why don't you tell me more about the 70s funk music you listen to?
No, I'm saying you have a large frame, so you can't lose that much weight because your frame.
You put a
is
little
so
pepper
big.
in there. I don't know.
A large
There's a-
frame.
But you know what's good is I went up in my size, and all the shirts that I've bought in the last year are too big, and now I'm throwing which bothers me to waste the money because I'm like, I just paid. I wore it once, and I paid $30 for it, but
Dang.
I don't need it. It's like way. I know I'm not down.
You're doing
I'm
good.
down. I'm fine where I am now. I'm just trying to get down. Like, I have other stuff to do. I keep going down. a
Hey,
little bit.
25 pounds. That's no small feat.
I know, especially I have size. I have 12 inches, so people laugh. But I just use my feet to measure a foot.
Oh yeah, I do that too.
But
But I
you're
have
not- but
to
you're
I have
nine
to
and a
put a
half.
little extra. Yeah, I got to put it like an inch in there.
huh?
Yeah.
Penis.
Anyway, so you want to talk about? Did you
PBS?
actually say the NPR was?
We did. NPR PBS. Trump has signed a bill where he's defunding them. He's had a huge animus against
Ooh.
Sesame Street. They have that
Yeah.
whole Frump character that has Frump Towers. So they've hated him for years. like this has been like an ongoing like 20, 30 year battle.
Oh, really?
With Sesame
He
Street.
is a vindictive son of a bitch, ain't he?
But biased media is what he's calling it, even though it's actually unbiased compared to all
Wait,
other
Sesame Street?
media. NPR.
Pretty
and PBS.
liberal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you see I got yelled at today? Or I got yelled at in a comment? A guy,
No.
he called me. He says, he says, I'm bald and unsuccessful or something. Or career. He said, I'm bald and careerless. And I shouldn't tell women to be quiet. And then I watched the video, and it was you telling her to be quiet. So this guy shitting on me, body shaming me off of what you said. He just read it in the thing when we were talking over one another.
Yeah.
So this guy's shitting on me, right?
Yeah.
So now, so now
incorrect
I'm all
shitting.
upset because this is the generation. Because I think more men need to be punched in the face early in life. Because what happens is you get these guys who are out there. And
No,
they're
I got
like
kicked
20
in the
now.
face. Is that the same?
Well, you signed up for it. And I don't know
yeah.
why you're
you
in
can't-
that kid's karate class.
You can't beat up on a black guy openly. That's not a good look.
I didn't say he was black.
I'm saying he can't beat up on me.
Oh, I see.
But as you said it, I didn't say it.
But I'm DEI. You
Let
can't-
the
you
record
can't come
show that
against
I'm
me.
far
It's over.
more a feminist than anyone on this show. And all of the actual sexist things come out of this guy's face, not me.
Look at your wife and how you treat her.
What are you even talking about?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what. I want my porridge made. I want her to go out. I want her to get the oatmeal from the general store. I want her to throw it over her shoulder. She goes uphill in her sundress and she grinds it. Some honey, some wheat.
She steel cuts
What
it.
do you call it there?
Grits.
I call it gruel.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's you know, that's how I lost all the weight. Is my wife? I just eat my wife's cookies now.
My wife's girl.
But you know, if any of you want to bring me back to the many conversations we were having,
Yeah,
we're
that's,
talking
that's
about
no
weight
problem.
loss.
You can't
NPR
worry
is
about
over.
these troll hecklers. They're like
No,
nobody.
yeah. But so I click on his thing, and
No
it
followers.
and it was and it was a picture of his cat in front of a bookcase of graphic novels and anime dolls. So then I had, I loaded up. See, that's what I do, is I get mad and then I load it up.
Oh, but you don't press send?
I never
Yeah,
press
yeah.
But you should.
because I just go back to my palatial estate, and
That's true. That is helpful.
I just
Your glacial estate.
I purchased.
Ice palace.
When are we taking Greenland? when we're taking it? Trump's taking it. 51st state. Fucking nice.
We haven't had a
Nice
state in
Nordic
so
boats.
long. We'd have to make all new flags. That's ridiculous.
By the way, I think they should make the internet real. Let's really get it where you have to be who you are.
Fine with me.
Basically you
Transparent.
have a yes. It must be transparent, like to a point where you're like, oh my God, are we living in communist China? Whatever. I mean, look around. Look at all your goods.
We are in communist China. That's where everything's made.
But you're weak with your anime photos. So don't.
love
And he had
anime.
adult socks on,
Hentai.
which let me know he had like gold toes on, which is an older
Oh.
man's sock.
Yeah.
So I would imagine he has that
Toe socks? Were they individualized?
Lonely
That's
man.
the worst.
But I'm saying
And toe shoes.
they're
No,
the
no, not
weakest
those.
men because like they got pictures of cartoon. They talk shit and they go on. They're nothing. But come meet me at a mall over here, not by me in the good area. I'll meet you over there somewhere in Canoga Park where the fucking
Yeah.
Dusties live. They're good people.
When I flew, my mom bought me compression socks for the flight. I had never
How were
worn
they?
those before.
It sounds
That's
suffocating.
not something an old head would say.
No.
I got my compression socks on. Listen
Well,
to
I was afraid of.
Parliament.
We were afraid
while I
of
eat
black
my
clots.
while I drink my poppy pooping soda that I'm trying to sell.
Hey,
Oh, I saw some at
good poop.
Costco, and I
it's good.
literally never heard of it until you mentioned it.
I mean, it's been around.
I've heard of it.
Not all of us
Somebody owns
stay
it.
regular. Some of us need a little.
Well, it's because you
help.
don't eat.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, your diet plan was I'm just not going to eat. for
I
a
had
couple
literally
days.
half a soup last night. That's how full I get now.
Hmm.
It's like I got my stomach stable, but I didn't.
Oh.
It shrank because I had kefir before. That feels
Well, I mean, so listen.
Green juice.
So the NPR thing means that if they get rid of that, your show will be over, and then I win.
Okay, first of all, my station is not an NPR station. It's a AAA non-com station.
AAA.
I don't know what that means. Like you get discount on maps or something. I still get the maps.
We get.
Oh, yeah.
We get
The
different.
internet's going. Let me tell you what. Apocalypse comes. You better wish you got those free AAA maps.
We, like
If you remember.
other places,
Yes.
have pledge drives from membership and also receive grants. But we're not NPR. NPR is a different thing. We have some NPR programming that we syndicate, but we're not an NPR station.
So does that mean you're going to keep doing your show?
Yeah.
Damn it.
4 years.
I want to quit.
Just had our anniversary last weekend. 4 years running.
I got to hear it one of these days. What's it about?
People that matter, you son of a bitch.
Hey.
I played you on there once.
No, I know you did, and I appreciate that. Why don't... Did you just giggle?
And when you've given me...
thought that was you.
When you've given me
Who
gifts...
giggled? Did he giggle at his own comment? Did you giggle at your own fucking comment? He couldn't even hold it, and he was like, you look good.
I'm a bashful geisha. Anyway.
The shuh. The shuh made the difference. It's funny how just a whole word like sha makes the whole...
Three little girls from school happy. Anyway, but yeah, it's exciting to still have a platform. You know,
just figured
to put it out
out
there. The show must go on. You know, there's always what was that before? They had that whole pirate radio. There's always ways. They find a way to go to the internet, go to the web.
Whichever ways is shutting down too, I think.
Did you know that Peter Pan has an origin story? I just learned this.
Oh, expound on that.
Well, it's called Peter and the it's called Peter and the Starcatcher, the brown starcatcher. But basically, he gets a lot of.
Tim was unsure if you pressed record until right now. How many minutes are we in? Where right now you were
18.
He was a normal.
I just got paranoid.
That's enough for a TED Talk. He was a normal boy until he got some stardust, pixie dust.
Oh, a little pixie dust.
He was basically an orphan that got sold to a pirate.
I don't remember.
It was like sex trafficking.
I don't remember the comedian. It might have been Sam Morril, but he's talking about how the island, the Peter Pan, where they
Lost
go
Boys?
back as they leave as boys and come back as men.
Yeah.
Basically, they're like, we're gonna diddle you over here.
Basically.
Oh, no.
Well, you've seen the Robot Chicken with Tinkerbell, Pinkerbell, and Stinkerbell.
No.
He ends up
Just three of them?
I haven't seen
Tinkerbell.
Robot Chicken. I never watched it.
Oh, it's hilarious. Seth
I
Green.
saw one. Yeah.
It's really good. Their parodies of Star Wars are
Yeah,
really
that's pretty
funny.
good.
It
Yeah.
looks good. I feel like I'm too old for that, though.
I love it when when Darth Vader's like getting too old and they have to like
when
pretend
you
that
feel
he's
old.
choking them because it makes them feel bad. It's pretty good.
I was working on a bit where like Darth Vader is
You know what?
a white man in a black man's body.
I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah.
Like he identifies because his just write it, and perform it. Just give me credit. Just give me like ticket to the show.
Well, you
Yeah.
know, Brian has a connection to Star Wars because
Oh, here we go. What is this? What is this?
because his birthday is.
Oh, wait. Your birthday is soon then? That's real soon.
Presents, please.
Yeah, you left it
Our
in the car.
presence is the present.
Oh.
Dessert the table. Okay, you know what I mean.
We'll take you out for.
But I'm fine. I'm fine.
That's good. Wait, how old are you going to be nowadays?
Oh,
I'm going to be 46. Oh. Which is too old to be this unsuccessful. But here it is.
So that guy
I'm only
was
saying,
right.
Well, he's right in my hobby.
Oh,
But in
okay.
life,
that's true, yeah.
you're not. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had any idea of the things, you know what this will sound bold. I wish I wasn't so humble when I was at Second City because I tried to be like just one of the people. It's like fuck you. I'm one of those
titan.
guys.
Of industry.
Like the Sopranos. I'm the captain of industry type. Well, all that stuff. You know what I was actually thinking about doing? Well, that's what I wanted to say. I was going back to you. Remember business is why you're talking about have me on your show as the music thing is. Why don't you have me in your next book? Because the weight I've lost is directly related to after I read Cliff's book. It motivated me, and I've lost the weight. You better use it in the next fucking title.
Yeah.
You see that?
Put it on the back.
You hate it, but you know you're going to use it. Please, I need
white man getting ahead does nothing for the demographic.
The white man getting head
Oh,
does a lot for the presidency.
that's a
right?
good movie.
yeah, that's
You know
true.
what? We were cool, right? Clinton's getting rim job. I says, "Oh, America's cool." Right? Bush comes in, a guy named Bush, and then what happens?
Yeah. We go to war. Yeah.
Bush.
Stock market fell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
We've had a lot.
Oh, business.
yes.
I'm ready.
It's business time.
I won't do it because something I've learned as I've gotten older is to not try to help people who aren't seeking it.
Yeah.
Right? But there should really be some sort of business seminar for artists, for actors, for musicians, especially in your 20s and stuff, where you have to prepare or some sort of financial literacy that can go through your life.
Oh yeah.
And because I am successful in the thing that I don't care about.
Yeah.
Right. And what I would love to do, I don't have time to do because I'm over here
being successful.
I mean, yeah, but when I say successful, I mean only in my mind, and my mother thinks I like movies. I only say successful just in terms of
monetary.
Well, I mean, if that's how you judge things, but I do it. But
I hope that's not how I judge.
I'm
things.
not. No, but it because what happens is I'm seeing people get into their 40s with nothing.
Yeah.
With no savings, no retirement, and everyone's has different things, but just kind of an artist business class. Maybe that's something you could do it, run it, take it, make the money. But something where I feel like because you end up, you have best intentions. You're gonna make it no matter what. You're gonna win. You're gonna win. But
slim.
Right. So what has happened is people don't focus on the backup plan. Like, you can be a waiter, but why not be a waiter at the highest place you can be a waiter at? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to, if that's what you have to separate the fact that until you're getting money for your hobby, that it is a hobby. Because my CPA reminds me every year. He's like, I don't know what he does with the money, but he's like, this is a line item of success.
Oh yeah.
I just try to pay for the Diet Cokes. All I want is to write off the discounts things of the week.
Bing, bing, bing.
Actually, full price.
Oh,
God
full price
damn it.
On sale, but
There we go.
I got the cookies. I want
You ain't shit
$1.90
full
for
price.
those cookies?
You ain't shit.
but it was half off on sale.
Oh shit!
So-
you all right, half price, bitch?
But that's what they should be. You're telling me you charged me $8 for this?
Hell no.
So it's $3.99 on sale. That's what it should be.
That's what should be. That's $1 muffin.
But what do you think about this? Something, because I do see comedians and actors and musicians that are later in life that really aren't any better off than they were in their 20s.
That's because artists don't think of themselves as businesses. They are businesses. If you want to make money from it, you think business first. People always create, then try to make an audience love it. But business says, what does an audience need? And I'll make that.
Right.
That's why
Like the toy, as you
Quibi. That's
said,
why
the He-Man.
Quibi got fucked, because Quibi.
What's Quibi? Sesame.
That shit where they
Quick bites.
It was like Geffen and all those motherfuckers. They made all that money, spent like millions of dollars to try to fill a gap between free YouTube or short form content and paid Netflix content. So they made this hybrid 5-minute content that nobody wanted to pay for. They ended up selling all that shit for cheap to Roku. But the reason why that happened is because they tried to fill a market gap that didn't exist. Nobody wants to pay for short form content or middle road content.
Nobody wants to see this, pay for this, or be associated with this program at all.
Yeah.
No.
So if you're a comedian and you want to start building your YouTube, even I had a friend that was building his Instagram, you have to figure out what do people want to see and give them more of that. It can't be your shit.
But yes,
For certain
what
things.
you're talking about is the business of what they're trying to do. What I'm saying is not related to the business as much as they need to have their own life. They need to be prepared. Imagine you're an actor, right? And you're never going to work again in this town, right? So if you're going to stay in LA and pay the premium to be here, you need to be making some money. You need to be successful in your individual business. What I'm saying is that I feel like most artists don't have a financial literacy on a fundamental level.
Right.
High yield checking, they have no idea. They got their stuff over there and
Well, they don't. The reason why that is because most people don't have any kind of personal development plan. So many people that I meet, like even at work, like there are people who work there, I know they haven't watched a webinar, they haven't learned shit. And the years they've been there, they just think whatever they came in knowing is all they need to know.
Well, that is the biggest thing about being an entrepreneur, is that every win and mistake is my own.
Yes.
And what I mean is, I don't have the privilege of getting up, making a coffee, driving in a Honda to work, doing a half-ass job, clocking out. Like every day you're getting paid. Every day I need to create wealth or money, change, whatever. I made 13 cents today.
Yeah, but most people, it's like,
How's my portfolio doing in the last 60 days?
yeah.
Not okay.
I mean, I haven't sold, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But
But the
it'll
thing
be
is,
all
like,
right.
you ask a person, what have you read? What have you watched? What have you listened to develop? They've done jack shit.
But that's why I don't want to create something that nobody. It's just like, but I feel I just know actors that are way too old to be fucking broke. Like, what are you gonna do? Because the other thing is, what happens if you get hurt? You're gonna age out. I don't know. You
Affleck.
get something. Your knee blows out. I mean,
Affleck.
Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried. I mean, can a guy make a September 11th joke without?
Affleck.
I mean, it was in New York and it was 2 days later, but whatever.
9/12.
So I don't, it's just that's interesting to me. Some sort of like, it doesn't have to be like just like almost like a 3 hour, which is a 3 hour. You meet at a hotel, but just something that helps people who are in entertainment get kind of other things going, so that they can learn to make other money and investments and things
And
like that.
that's the thing. All true business people understand diversification. You don't want to have one.
That's why you're
multiple.
here. Sorry.
Yep.
Nothing. Fuck you, dude. I hate it.
You're diversified. You got a portfolio. You got options.
Not
I got
anymore.
nothing.
I'm married.
I'm exactly what these two guys
And
are
you
talking
do
about.
frame.
No, but you've taught yourself how to do many things, how to make stuff.
Oh yeah.
stuff. The
But
thing-
that's not what he's talking about. Like I'm always trying to learn stuff, but he's talking about a basic like sense of money and business to as a backup. Not
Well, then we'll go
necessarily
all,
related.
but it goes back to Cliff's point. Is it's all related? So it's not just about that. It's just about everything
Oh,
that
it
you
is
can
related.
apply towards his. If you
Yeah.
want to be an actor, I mean, are you writing off your LA casting? Are you writing off your IMDb? All of these, things like that people might not think of. For example, if you're an actor, I mean, every subscription you watch, every movie,
Oh yeah.
stuff like that, just being
Tickets.
able to,
Yeah.
even if it's reserving capital, if you can pay a little less out.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah. I mean, how many people?
but it's not for the people who have the 9 to 5, who like they work 40 hours a week, they have a 401k. That's not for you. We're talking about the people that are still like, oh, God, I gotta wait tables and I don't want to do this anymore.
Right.
What else can I do?
And that's the thing. You have to go look.
And I've done it too, by the way.
Yeah.
I've done all those jobs.
But if you go look at someone's
Poorly.
sporadic, not discography, but like, what they've done, their credits. There's so many long gaps of like, they maybe do a commercial a year or a show every 2 years or something, or a movie every 3 years. It's not like they work all the time. So you have to build a foundation of like, can you teach? Can you do other stuff?
Same thing with the football, with the athletes.
Yeah.
It's the people who, anybody who's spending $500,000 on your drafting party, you're already fucked.
Oh yeah.
Just go to Red Lobster, take that
Go
money,
to Dave and Buster's.
and immediately invest it. And that's why those guys who think in the NFL or whatever sport, they're like,
This
I
will last
got
forever.
4 or 5 years, and then they take that money and they put it into businesses. Dan Marino's Chevrolet in Miami or whatever.
Fuck
Those
yeah.
are the guys who will win.
Dolphins.
They know, you're one tackle away from getting your knee blown out.
Yeah.
Let's get the money going. And what I can't believe is when I don't know if they're real, but you see like the celebrity net worths, and I can't believe how low some of them are if they've been working for 20 years. Like how is that? Like how can you possibly only have a net worth of $300,000 if for 25 years you've been?
Yeah.
Like how is that even possible with the way Seth
it's
pays
easy.
you? Well, because
the
capital
MC
retention.
Well, the
What,
MC
they get married, have
Hammers and
kids?
the Mike Tysons and all those people, they lose money. Like Mike Tyson's been bankrupt multiple
Oh,
times.
well, that's the other thing. That's why I still think Rafiq's the smartest businessman I ever met.
People, when they get money and they never had it and they have no plan, it's like the lotto ruined my life.
Yes.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
not
yeah.
prepared.
They have, right.
You have to have a plan before it.
I feel like
money-
that.
Sorry, please.
Even if I find a $20 bill on the ground,
Give it to me.
that's how I feel.
Biting the gold.
The amount of money, I have the amount of money that I have lost or given away or not made because of not being educated. I wouldn't want to see the number. But
yeah,
not
it'd be
knowing
rough.
the certain way to tax, that's the greatest thing is the tax. That's why you need a CPA. You need the CPA. The CPA
Or what?
will find you their cost within their numbers.
Oh yeah.
Right, so let's say you're paying for a low number. Let's say $600. They'll find you $600 to cover their stuff. Did you roll your eyes at that?
No,
You
no,
think so?
no.
You got a little fucking
No,
myopia.
I'm absorbing your information.
I don't know. You give me energy sometimes. I can't.
That's one for you.
You know what? I'm doing. You know what I'm doing? I know what I'm going on 88.5, and I'm doing the show after you called, not funk. It's called white people music. It's all polka. It's all like the John Candy and Home Alone polka.
Yep.
Hey, hey, have you heard of us? We're the. He did that all in one night, apparently. One overnight.
Really?
Why?
Just because.
Well, yeah, but what were you referencing? But business, what do you think of that idea of having? I feel like.
Wait, I want to hear about John Candy's overnight.
No, in the Home Alone, he was filming another movie, so he flew out to just do that.
Yeah.
So that whole thing was mostly improvised over the course of one night, and then they go back and do.
Well, they were friends.
Planes Train or whatever. Yeah, they're all
and him were
Second
friends,
City,
right?
SCTV.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Canadian,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Canadian. They're all
Rick Moranis, all those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Eugene Levy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Eyebrows.
Eyebrows. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Eyebrow
The
guy.
son, the gay son, he's great.
He's good.
Yeah.
It's America. We've raised the whole education system that just funnels and pushes people.
Well, I
through.
agree. They don't teach you finance. They don't teach you.
But I'm saying when you
I got to cut open
end,
a frog. Let me tell you what. I knew then.
Oh, the frog
I'm
wasn't
never
good to-
doing this.
Yeah.
I'm never doing this.
No.
Teach me how to open a checking account.
Well, they had that, but I mean that's like home
economics.
But basically,
I made a satchel.
But also moccasins. That sounds like jail. but
You
no,
made moccasins?
Well, I think that the most people who don't, when they get out of high school, they don't read anymore. You know what I mean? Like high school teaches you how to pass a test, doesn't teach you how to think. Doesn't teach you that you need to continue education.
There's no critical
afterwards. It doesn't teach you to want to read later. Like they make people hate reading, so they don't after a certain point, or they read for fun. But fucking Harry Potter's not going to get you through the fucking day.
Yeah, read the Bible. Why'd you skip all that shit?
Exactly.
Oh, my.
Rape and murder. That's a
what
good
it's based
book.
What's that?
That's what it's based off of.
Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Is he Jesus?
It's just the Bible. It's just the Bible.
Yes, the
Oh.
child is Jesus and Voldemort's the devil. We all get it.
Who's the Weasleys? Are those the three wise
Couple
men?
They live next to
Disciples.
the Jeffersons. That's a little fun fact. Oh,
Corrections.
my neighbor might have been murdered. Should we say that for next week or?
She might have been murdered?
We don't know them.
I mean, I just make this story quick. Basically, I go out for my old man walks at night after the.
Yep.
I'm walking around and I was doing the walk and I heard this wife yelling at his husband. She was going off, and I'd say she's of Latin descent because she's like, "You're fucking your putas, huh? You're fucking them. You're fucking all your whores. You puta." She's just going.
Oh,
off.
that's the kind of thing it was?
Well, they were having and I'm just because I was like, whatever,
That could
It's a
be
nice neighborhood. We don't call
Sure.
the cops.
Oh, yeah,
We just it'll work out. But then I was like, she was really. And then the next morning, because he's a doctor, but he was wearing his doctor scrubs and a face mask when he walked out, and I didn't see the wife that's normally with him. I was like,
Oh, no. Scalpel.
I was like,
Yeah.
No, she probably just had a black eye or something.
What?
I don't know. It was just funny to see.
That's
I was
bad,
like,
too.
why is
She's
he,
not dead.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
Why the next morning was he wearing a mask and gloves and his doctor's outfit?
That is suspicious.
I haven't seen her since. But again,
He's a doctor.
we don't.
Could be anything.
Right, but why are you dragging bags out of your garage wearing scrubs, a facial? Why do you have a facial?
Yeah, what's that about?
Why are you just walking around? Anyway, well,
Fire marshal is now ruling in an accident. When it comes to handling obese bodies, management here at the Southside Cremation Company says extra steps are taken to ensure the cremation process goes smoothly. The manager says the worker took all the right steps, but because this particular situation involved a 500-pound body,
Oh, dang.
things took an unexpected turn, one that's never happened in the 20 years he's been in business here.
There was no negligence involved, man. My guys, we
Oh.
did all we could, and there was nothing. Once it started,
too much grease.
Grease hit the roof and
Oh,
started.
dang.
that's what they're calling it.
Grease.
Dial 911,
That's rough.
Get the fire department here.
Have you ever handled a body that large before?
Oh yeah, we specialize. Everybody calls us for the
Oh, for the
large
big bodies?
because they don't want this.
To happen to them?
They don't want this to happen to it.
Good Lord.
Okay, well, that's kind of a depressing TikTok. I mean, a little
Yeah.
bit. I feel like I've.
But
Cliff's
they
also
burned a
crashed.
big body.
Sorry, I
How would
picked
it
that.
light everything on fire?
Well,
Well, 'cause
it's
the
a grease
grease.
fire.
Yeah, it
There's
turns
so much
into-
fat that the fat we kept rendering, and it was so much that it built up. And
Human fat that much?
yeah.
That's the long pig.
I've never seen that.
That's what it's called.
I never realized
that's what you
humans were
called your penis.
greasy. But it makes sense.
Oh, you
I
got the
wish.
hog.
I never cooked a human.
the long hog.
I mean, but you would think that
I've eaten human.
you would think any level of human would
Turkish.
have some layer of fat, but I guess that's a lot for.
Well, they're 500 pounds. Yeah,
They're probably like
I have a
300
feeling
pounds
that's not
of
like like
Yeah, the
they
lean
have a
body
large
mass
frame.
is probably like, what's that,
He's
160?
big boned.
That's a lot of extra.
That's crazy. I just never thought of humans as melting fat like that.
That's all of us. That would
I'd
be
start
all
a
of us
fire.
combined would still be less than 500, right? No. Yes? No, probably.
Hopefully.
500. How's your diet?
It's good. I lost 1 pound from the 4 I gained.
Hey, progress.
This is quite possibly the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. You are reporting that someone stole the that you were trying to sell them.
Sir, I'm broke. I'm just trying to make a little bit.
At what
She's
point
laughing
does this
at her.
make any sense?
Oh, jeez, oh, God.
It doesn't make it.
At what point do you think telling the cops that someone stole...
I'm being honest. He's not being honest. Where's what he...
Are there in this car?
No, there isn't. There isn't.
What is up with that lady? I think the drugs might be inside that lady.
The thing is, legally, can you like arrest them because they had an intent to sell without it?
I don't know if there's no drugs there, then
Oh, there's drugs in the car.
Oh,
you
they
think so?
definitely on something.
they're
yeah,
definitely
Enough
in that
to
lady.
Take
Yeah.
them in and figure it out later. But I was like, if I was the cop, I wouldn't even entertain like those kind of conversations. I just arrest them and take them down. I don't have time for that.
But
That's
you don't want
the
to do that,
way.
no, because that's more work for you. You then have to go and deal with
Yeah,
it.
you gotta write it
You
up.
got to do all the paperwork. Then you have to show up to court.
Oh, yeah.
It's no good.
I'm saying, but like just having that conversation, like with drugged up people, it's like a waste.
Remember
Oh,
America in
yeah.
the 60s would be like, you drunk, Frank, just walk home. You know, like, or have your
Oh,
wife
yeah.
pick you up.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
I'll drive you home. Small town
If
drunk.
they were like, we just smoked weed or whatever, but if they're like, I was intending to sell, I would
No,
arrest
that's not
arrest
weed.
them.
Yeah, that seems...
That's not weird.
That's PCP.
Is that some
They're not painting in
methamphetamine?
their-
They getting wet?
In their garage what is it? What's that place up there in Mulholland? Hollywood Hills. They're
Oh,
not
yeah.
up there with an open garage door painting sunsets in Hollywood Hills. And be like, I think I'll smoke some weed. Ooh, is this the sativa?
Ooh.
Is this a... And her friend's like... Cheers, bitch!
It's tweaking knobs.
World's first robotic mastering machine. Putting Tim out of a job.
Where are their ears, though?
They know it. It's all frequency.
It needs a little tweak here at 10K. Just to brighten it
And
up.
this is a shot of that guy's back. That's crazy. I never heard that. That's all. We just need the beginning. We just
Yeah.
you know.
Who is that?
It was robots doing... Oh, you mean who is that? I don't know.
DJ Khaled.
Robot mastering is fine. You could do that in the box.
Yeah, with Landar.
Yeah.
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 Oh. Some interesting... Oh, no. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't do it.
Dude, if
but-
you're going out to the bar to get laid, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's peacocking of today's generation. He's going to get laid with that.
Wait, that's a man?
Yeah, novelty. Could be a lesbian.
Well, I guess I haven't. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I haven't seen that.
It was definitely a younger person.
Yeah.
His
Yeah,
last
it
name
could be a
was
woman.
Bieber.
It's a little game we like to play in 2025.
If you're cis and you won't date trans folks, you're a transphobe. Now, if that made you mad, maybe it's your prejudices that you need to probe. No matter the reasons you've got, you're reducing us to when we disrobe. And that kind of thinking ain't sophisticated. It's more like microbes. I know you think you've got good reasons, maybe you do. Trauma's real, it's hard to heal. I'd never say that that isn't true.
I mean, it's not the worst, right? It is long. Here, do you need me
You won't get
to...
past when we're through. We're human beings, not sex organs. Cis lesbians, I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay.
.com.
Well, that called them out. I'm okay with whoever getting their stuff out there, but not everyone should do it in every medium.
You know what? She's nominated for a Grammy.
You have the right to remain silent. If you give the right to remain silent, anything you do, say, can, and will be used in court against you. You doing good back there? Don't say that right now. say that right now because Americans be recorded right now.
Yeah. What?
I searched that guy's vehicle for me. I can get out of here. Okay. And then that's when she was able to sit up here, and then I told her you would stay there, blah blah blah. And then I was just like hunkered down like this on my side.
So, have you guys seen this? So basically, right, he's a cop, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
pulls over
A lady.
a lady of the night or whatever. He's arresting her. She's like, "Oh, that's fuck." He goes over to fuck her, but he gets locked in the back of his own police car.
That's
So
embarrassing.
then he had to call the police to come let him out of the car, and then that's him back the next day explaining how is it that you.
It's going to be a tough
Got
one.
it.
And you turned off your body cam. Yeah, that's
Now,
Anything
was
can be
she-
explained
now
away
did she
if
get
you're
now?
convincing.
No, I don't mean to. Did she get off? And I don't mean sexually, but like, did she?
yeah.
If she fucked the cop, you got to let her go. You can't still charge her. I would be. That's not cool. That's the agreement. If he fucked her, then no matter what
I guess
happens,
they could arrest both of them, right?
But many cops
Many cops
sleep with prostitutes. I had a cop that did for years.
What?
I'm not even a cop, and I'll sleep with her.
That's true.
You were dressed as a cop.
Well,
that was more
I do
of like
that.
a
Yeah,
village
that's more of a
people.
thing. I'm like,
Okay.
hey,
Yeah.
there's only one way you're not going downtown, and that's going downtown. If you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. If you shine the light like this, everyone just thinks you're a cop when you pull them over.
It's all about lumens. My whole. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
I've
wanna have a
arrested
bright.
more prostitutes. I've had unpaid sex with more prostitutes on Figueroa with a 300 lumen flashlight I got from eBay in China. The tariffs, though.
Don't
but I
mess with
passed
her,
the-
Daddy.
I
She's
passed
just trying
that on
to get
to her.
over. Express. I've seen this.
Oh my God.
Every commercial was racist in the 80s, though.
Holy moly.
That's how good this food is.
Oh, this is not good.
It was quite common, though.
Can I ask you guys, can you hear this?
No, it's
Okay, cool.
nothing
But
on
I've
here.
seen it before.
But you'll
No, we know
balance it,
exactly.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't do that thing where I do the playback and it's just like
Oh,
it sounds like the
no.
show's off, but it's just a video playing you can't hear.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that.
See, when Asians make fun of Asians, it's okay. That's allowed, but we can't say anything because
Right.
none of us are Asian. I mean, I'm technically 2% Asian.
Oh, yeah, 2%?
That doesn't
You're
work.
2% Asian?
When I got
Get out. Get the fuck out.
Oh, no.
Don't give me those eyes.
Yeah, so I just found something out.
I have to pee.
So I never knew that your hair grows from up here. I never knew.
Oh.
I always thought that your hair grows from right here and it just grows and grows and grows. Is there hair in my head?
In yours, there is. Yeah, for sure.
In there?
Why don't you go ahead and sign up for Cliff and I's new business program? Are you an idiot? Give me your money. This is another episode of Unnecessary Talk. It was an episode, it is, and it will always ever be an episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges. Am I bald, careerless?
Are you?
Yeah, I some pretty fucking bald. And we have Cliff Beach, who has a beautiful full head of hair out of there. He'll never let you see it. And of course, Tim Hall, who has the worst wig I've ever seen that he purchased from that place in Hollywood next to Second City.
Oh, yeah.
The Hollywood Mask and Wigs. You ever go there?
Yeah.
That's where I bought my makeup. By the way, I have a pimple, and I'm wearing makeup.
Ooh.
Oh, really? I
You know
didn't
what's
notice.
good? The pimple patch. I used one.
Is it good? Sucks it right up?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Well, find out more next week on this episode. We'll see you next episode.